What up everybody? Today I am doing something very silly. As you can tell by the title of the video, we are doing the top 10 most expensive trade ups you can possibly do in CS2. I have spent over $20,000 just on this video. This would not be possible without my channel sponsors, so a big shout out to you guys. And instead of hoarding all the money to myself, I'm reinvesting it into unbelievable content because I know that's what you guys want to see. So if you appreciate this absolute madness, please slap that like button. This is an incredibly stressful experience for me because basically every contract that we're going to be doing today is incredibly low odds and incredibly expensive. If we were to hit every single contract in this video, we'd come out with skins roughly worth around $65,000. However, the likelihood is in fact that we'll turn our $20,000+ into maybe a couple of $1,000s max. But it just takes one crazy lucky 10%. We can turn all of that around. Let's dive straight into this. Coming in at number 10, it is a skin you all know very well, I'm sure, the factory new Case Hardened. Stat track, AK-47, blue gem. If we hit just a normal Case Hardened in stat track, it's gonna be around the $800 mark, which technically doesn't put it on the top 10 list of most expensive skins. However, if it comes out as a tier 1 blue gem pattern 661 scar pattern, then we're looking at over $1 million for this thing. So I thought it at least deserved to be on the list, even though it's in number 10 spot. The way we're setting it up gives us about a 20% chance for the Case Hardened, and this entire contract is going to cost us just under $1,000. And even if we hit the desired outcome, which is the AK-47 Case Hardened, we're probably going to about break even if it isn't any kind of special pattern. So let's count it down. Our very first contract of the video, and technically our least expensive, coming in at number 10. 3, 2, 1. AK-47, Case Hardened, factory new, stat track, blue gem. Oh no. No. Correct collection. Arms deal 1. Unfortunately, it is the wrong item. Let's have a quick pattern check. Okay. Nowhere near the 661. Fail on our first contract. Coming in at number 9, it's a weapon we all know and love from the Cobblestone collection, the M4A1-S Knight. This skin itself costs around $3,000, and the entire contract is going to cost us just over $1,000, considering I paid about $500 each for these chalices. We have a 20%, yet again 1 in 5, and I've made sure that the P2000 amber fades I'm using have very low float. So if this Knight does manage to magically hit, it's going to be a really nice low float Knight, and that is going to be worth a lot more money in overpay. Can we get our first dub of the video? Contract number 9, the M4A1-S Knight. 20%. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. M4A1-S Knight. Oh no. Oh no. I've seen that guy way too many times. Coming in at number 8 most expensive skin in CS2, it is an old school AWP, the AWP Prince. We're going to use 1 Mag 7 Cinquadia with 9 fillers, giving us only a 10% at it. It's going to cost us around $1,300 to attempt this, and if we were to hit the Prince, that's worth around $3,200. I've decided to mix the fillers up a little bit and include a Desert Eagle Hypnotic. We could get the AWP Lightning Strike. At PT50 Apex Curse, we could get the Eye of Horus, and then some Arms Deal 3s and some Arms Deals 2s, and we know we don't want to see those. Contract number 8, 10% at the AWP Prince. I'm not sure I've ever hit an AWP Prince in a straight up contract, so this would be epic. Over $3,000 AWP skin. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. AWP Prince. Oh no, I saw that scope. It flashed up for a second and I was like, is that an AWP? Instantly we see our good old friend, the disappointment, in the water. Let's move on to the most expensive skin, ranked number 7. It is the AUG Akihabara Accept. Super old school AUG, incredibly rare, incredibly expensive. Once again, we only have a 10% shot at it, and this is a painfully expensive contract because in order to attempt the AUG, we have to use the only item available below it, which is the AK-47 hydroponic, which in itself is an incredible skin and super expensive. As you can see, financially this makes absolutely no sense to do whatsoever. The cost being nearly $3,000 and then the price of the actual AUG itself being about $3,000. Just like our last contract, I have added in some spice. So we got the Galil AR Rainbow Spoon that could give us the M4A1-S Fade. We got the Zeus Dragon Lore, which could give us the AK-47B the Monster. But of course, we're hoping to hit the AUG Akihabara Accept. For the 10%, let's count it down yet again. 3, 2, 1. Closing my eyes for this one because they're getting scarier and scarier and scarier. AUG Akihabara Accept! Oh! Let's go! Oh my goodness, we actually hit one. I didn't think we'd be hitting one this entire video, but there we go. We actually hit a 10%. Man, does that feel good? As in factory new, I got all the floats perfect. Oh my goodness, we actually hit one. It's not an entire minus $20,000 video. It's only minus $17,000 now. Let's go. And that is such a cool AUG skin as well. Let's move on. Number 6 most expensive skin in the entirety of CS2. It is the AK-47 Gold Arabesque. I had the absolute pleasure of crafting the current number 1 float gold Arabesque, so I love this skin. It would be amazing to get another one. Instead of a 10%, we're actually going to get a 20% for it because these fades are about $500 each. So I thought I could do a $1,500 contract and make it similar prices to the contracts we've had below. The actual skin itself in factory new is near enough $4,000. Sprinkled in a little bit of spice on this one as well. We have an Apex Curse. We could get the M4A1 Eye of Horus. We also have a Desert Eagle Hypnotic. We could get the Warp Lightning Strike. 60% for the 20% at the Victoria. We definitely don't want to see that. 1 in 5. Let's count it down once again. 3, 2, 1. Gold Arabesque. Oh, another huge contract coming through. Let's go. The 1 in 5 paying off. Let's have a quick check. Oh yes it is. It's factory new. We are starting to recuperate our losses from this video little by little. Absolutely incredible that both of those contracts have come through. Such slim chances, but somehow we're making it happen. Number 5 on our list, it is the AWP Medusa, coming in at $4,500. The contract itself is going to cost probably about $1,700, and yet again, we're only going to have a 10% shot at it. If you're enjoying the video so far, you know what to do. Slap that like button. This really is such an incredibly big YOLO, and I'm definitely expecting CZ Victoria out of this one, but hey, I'm trying not to curse it too early. Quite literally, the only good thing that we would want from this entire contract, the AWP Medusa. Everything else is garbo. If we see that Scout Blood in the water for the wrong 10%, that's going to be upsetting. Number 5 most expensive skin that I can trade up to in CS2, the AWP Medusa, 10%. I think it's getting serious, and I think it might be time to put the headset on. Count it down with me, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. AWP Medusa. I knew it. I'm kind of happy to see this, because if it was the Scout Blood in the water for the wrong 10%, I would have been mad. Rank number 4. It is the AK-47 Fire Serpent in StatTrak Factory New. I've had to be very, very careful with all of the floats because it's so easy to get a min wear out of this by mistake. This contract is going to cost us definitely over $2,000 and it's going to give us about a 20% shot at the Factory New Fire Serpent. We also have a 20% at that Desert Eagle Golden Koi, which I always seem to hit when I'm going for the Fire Serpent, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen. We also have some random other odds like MP9 Starlight Protector, AK-47 Nightwish, Desert Eagle Prince Stream, AK-47 Legion of Anubis, AK-47 Headshot, M4A1 Tamukau. Currently the cheapest AK-47 Fire Serpent in StatTrak Factory New is about $5,000. So if we hit this 20%, we are laughing. We've hit a good couple of 20% so far, so maybe that's our lucky number. 3, 2, 1. AK-47 Fire Serpent! Oh no. You know that it faked me out there. The AK-47 popped up. My brain lagged behind and I thought it might have been the Fire Serpent, but we got the StatTrak Headshot instead, which is pretty bad. Coming in at number 3 most expensive trade-upable skin in the entire game. It's a very legendary one that I'm sure all of you know. It is the AWP Dragon Lore. Our contract is gonna look a little something like this. Once again, we have a 10% chance at it. The Knight alone costs over $3,000, and the whole contract's gonna cost maybe $3,700, $3,800, but if we hit the Factory New or Dragon Lore, it's near enough $12,000. And if we can hit just one single 10% from these last remaining top 3 trade-ups, then I think we can recuperate all of our money back, and there's even a chance we may be able to profit. Here's our Knight in Factory New. It's looking good. It's looking real good. I think somebody used to love this Knight, covered in stickers, even got a charm and a name tag. We're going to throw in this I Buy Power Fushira's now as well, just to hopefully bring the luck. And we'll spice things up a little bit once again by throwing in a Zeus Dragon Lore. Here it is. 10% AWP Dragon Lore. Near enough $12,000 skin, but we are risking like near enough $4,000 just to get it for a 10% chance. We also have the 10% at the AK-47 Be the Monster and the 10% at the AWP Lightning Strike. We have quite high odds for a skin I will not mention. I do not want to curse it. So, it's time. It is time. If any of you are watching this and thinking, oh, I might just pour my life savings into a 10% and do a trade up, just like Sparkles. Don't do it. Do not do that. Make wise decisions. The only reason I can actually do this in the first place is because I have sponsors that allow me to do crazy stuff like this. So just a little reminder to be sensible. 10% or Dragon Lore. 3, 2, 1. 10% or Dragon Lore. Oh no. Oh no. The CZ Victoria. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Not even a runner-up like a Lightning Striker or the Be the Monster. Just a CZ Victoria. Very, very sad. Let's move on to the rank number 2 most expensive skin in CS2. It is, of course, the AWP Gungnir. I've also had the pleasure of crafting this magical number 1 skin. This contract is going to cost us probably in the 3,000 to 4,000 range once again, but if we hit the 10% at the Gungnir, it's nearly $13,000. Negative Mjolnir in the contract. 90%. Terrible. Terrible, terrible stuff. 10%. AWP Gungnir Factory New. Hitting a 1 out of 10 is absolutely magical. Let's make it happen here today for the number 2 most expensive skin in Counter-Strike. Count it down with me, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, Uno. Gungnir. Oh no. No, 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 not another Victoria. Not another Victoria. I want my negative back. Gaben, give me my negative back. Which leaves one final contract remaining. The contract for the most expensive skin in CS2. It is the AK-47 Wild Lotus. This is essentially what our contract is going to look like. You know what they look like by now. It's 10%. It's going to cost us around the $4,000 range, but if we hit the AK-47 Wild Lotus, it's about $15,000. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, our very final, last 10%, insanely expensive, insanely risky contract. That factory new AK-47 Wild Lotus would be so good, $15,000 skin. We would have made profit. If we hit this one contract, this whole video, we're making profit. But just a 10%, it's not looking too likely. We also sprinkled in a little bit of spice with the Org Little Pig. We could hit an AWP CMYK, that would be the runner-up prize. And then we have a 70% at... and then a 10% at the CZ Victoria. I think we're gonna need a 10-second countdown. It's only right, seeing as it's #1 out of 10 and a 10% for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2,
blood is in the water now.
Oh, oh no. Oh, it had to be, didn't it? It had to be. Oh, you hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was the top 10 most expensive trade-ups for the most expensive skins in the entirety of CS2. We didn't hit any of those last three. If we just hit one single one from those last three, it would have been absolutely incredible. However, we can't cry too much because we did hit a gold Arabesque and we did hit an AUG Akihabara Accept. So let's see how much loss we made today. So we actually made about $7,600 worth of skins, which means we made just over $12,000 in loss. That's what happens when you're doing stupid, risky things just like this. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out my website, by the way, shameless plug, skinsearch.com. It's got an inventory evaluator. It's got a whole trade-up calculator section. I made it as a tool to help all of you guys and save all of you money. And you can search for literally anything you want in the whole of CS2 and it will find the cheapest price for it online. So if you're looking for a cool new skin, check out Skin Search for the cheapest price on it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, slap that like button as per normal. Anything else crazy you want to see me attempt, let me know down below in the comments. I hope everybody enjoyed the video and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.